Hey guys, I have an M248 here, and it's time for the long overdue Let's Optimize ZK5 continuation. So ZK5 is a set that, by Zane Kix, however you say his last name. Sorry, I probably butchered that. It has 30 levels, and I thought it looked like a pretty interesting target for showing optimization processes on. So we're going to start out with Arena, which I have copied into another editor window here. And I'm trying something a little different with the setup for this. I've got Tile World, Editor, and Paint.net easily available. So this is a level where I had to pick up 90 chips. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit Expand Canvas. Did I really want to expand it? Yeah, I did. So then I can just crop it to the relevant section. So image crop to selection. And I can do a little bit of zooming in. And so I have to get 90. Now, the time limit is 20 seconds, and that's important to note for this particular level. Because it means that if I go back over to the editor, hit count, there's 108. That means there are 18 extra chips in the level. Furthermore, because it's 20 seconds and you need 90 chips, as can be seen from Tile World, the fact that my time casually is 1 of 20 means the only improvement could be 2 of 20. And to do that, you have, I think, 95 steps. So I'm actually going to go set 0 for the tip count and 20 for the time limit and start counting out steps. Oops, I changed my screen brightness. So we're going to go testing, and what happens? Does that come up? That is still Arena. Okay, so I'm just going to add another window capture. I'm still working out this new method because I haven't done this method before, but what's the worst that can happen, right? So I want to count out the number of steps until I can get a 2 point out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10.
Bummer.
Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 10. And that's 11. So 11 is the 18 tick down. So 16 will be the 17 tick down. 21 will be the 16 tick down. 31, 14. 41 at... What did I just say? Okay, now every 5 moves is a second. And then I have 1 extra move until that tick down. So if I want to avoid the tick down, then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets the tick down for 17.8. So 17.8 is 16 moves. So 96, so I have 95 moves. So if we look at the level, what that means is given this part with the socket, that's 1 move, that's 2 moves. So because we have those 2 extra moves at the end of the level, there are at minimum 92 steps, which means unless there's a path that doesn't pick up a chip less than 3 times, there's no way to get a 2 on this. So with that in mind, I'm not going to use paint for this. I don't think paint is the right answer. I think the right answer is... No, I think paint is the right answer. So I'm going to go over to paint, and I'm going to scroll a little path on it. So the idea is to try and snap up as many continuous chips as possible. I suspect that it will have to be something like that. Remember, I have to get exactly 90 with no more than 2 steps outside. So the idea is just drawing the path the long way. And now I can count how many chips have been left unmarked by this path. This is more of an instinctual process here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I have that one, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can afford to get 6 less chips because there are 18 extras. So where would I skip 6? Well, that's actually pretty easy to do. So if I'm correct, this is actually going to work. So let's go back over to Tile World. I'll take my paint window and I will shrink it down and move it to the top so you can see the path that I'm going to be trying to follow. So let's follow it and see what happens. So if I'm correct, this is going to get me a 2. If I'm wrong, then I'm pretty sure a 2 is not possible. So what I do when I'm playing off a map like this is I alternate between looking at the game and looking at the map to try and process where to go next. And that is in fact a 2. So that is how I would optimize Arena. A bit of a lengthier process, just because I wanted to be 100% sure on this before just trying. If I wasn't doing the recording, I would have just tried it and saw, but I wanted to illustrate the thought process inside Paint itself. So let's